3 years ago, a lot of smart, hardworking people did everything right. They saved money, avoided debt, worked overtime, and still felt poor. Not because they were lazy, not because they didn't earn enough, but because the rules of money quietly changed, and most people didn't notice. In the last 25 years, the cost of living has grown faster than the average salary, but most people are still using money strategies from the 1990s. Let me ask you something that might make you pause for a second. If saving money alone made people wealthy, why are so many disciplined savers still financially stressed? If hard work guaranteed security, why did millions of high-income earners panic during recent market crashes and layoffs? In this video, I'll walk you through 10 smart money moves for 2026, not the ones everyone is shouting about, but the ones quietly used by people who are winning financially without stress, without showing off, and without burning out. And stay till the end, because the final move ties all together. Miss it, and the rest won't work the way they should. Subscribe the channel and let's go to the money move number 1. Cash flow is your lifeline, not a trophy to show off. You don't go broke because you earn less. You go broke because your cash flow stops breathing. In 2026, treating cash flow like a scorecard, look how much I made this year, is dangerous because money that looks good on paper but doesn't move monthly will still choke your lifestyle. Wealth is what you don't see. And what you don't see is often steady cash flow quietly paying bills, funding ETFs, dividend stocks, and protecting your mental peace. People make the mistake of chasing big annual income, bonuses, or one-time profits, while ignoring whether money is actually flowing in every month. The effect shows up fast. Stress before rent is due, panic during market volatility, and bad decisions like selling stocks at the bottom or taking high-interest debt just to survive. Compare this thought. One person earns $1,000 to $20,000 a year with irregular cash flow. Another earns $70,000 but has predictable monthly income from dividend-paying ETFs and side cash flow. Who sleeps better, invests calmly, and builds real net worth? Treat cash flow like oxygen. Protect it, grow it, and never let your ego suffocate it. Because in 2026, survival comes before scorekeeping, and smart money moves reward those who can breathe calmly while others panic. Money move 2. Build an anti-fragile emergency fund, not a lazy one. The typical advice, save 3 to 6 months of expenses, sounds responsible but misses a deeper truth. In 2026, emergencies don't arrive as single events. They arrive as clusters. A car issue followed by a job change followed by a market dip. That's when most emergency funds quietly fail. The mistake people make is parking all their emergency money in one place and never optimizing it. They treat it like dead money, which creates resentment, and resentment leads to raiding the fund. The smarter approach is creating layers. One layer is instant access cash for true emergencies. Another layer sits in low volatility instruments that still generate yield. This way, your emergency fund quietly grows instead of feeling like a punishment. Think about this. If inflation averages even 3%, a $20,000 emergency fund loses purchasing power every year unless it's structured intelligently. A better question to ask is my emergency fund protecting me from panic or just sitting there? Number 3. Separate lifestyle inflation from identity inflation. People don't upgrade their lifestyle because they can afford it. They do it because their identity changed before their finances did. In 2026, social comparison is subtle. It's no longer about flashy cars. It's about experiences, aesthetics, and quiet success. The danger is that people confuse progress with proof. They start spending to validate who they think they've become. The common mistake is letting income growth rewrite self-worth. As soon as money comes in, spending follows, not out of need, but out of identity pressure. In Die with Zero by Bill Perkins, there's a nuanced idea often misunderstood. The book isn't about reckless spending, it's about intentional timing. Most people spend emotionally early and rationalize later. When you control identity inflation, lifestyle upgrades feel earned, not anxious. And here's the hook for what's coming next. Once identity stops driving spending, your investments finally get the oxygen they need to compound properly. Number 4. Shift from chasing returns to controlling risk. Most investors obsess over returns. Smart money in 2026 obsesses over risk exposure. Here's a lesser-known statistic. The majority of long-term portfolio damage doesn't come from bad years. It comes from one or two poorly managed drawdowns. The mistake people make is overexposing themselves during good times. When markets rise, confidence rises, risk hides in optimism. What works better is building portfolios that can survive boredom, volatility, and uncertainty. That means diversification across assets, timelines, and strategies, not just owning multiple stocks. If markets fell 30% tomorrow, would I panic or stay invested? If panic is the answer, the issue isn't knowledge, it's structure. In The 4 Pillars of Investing by William Bernstein, there's a core insight. Most investors don't fail because they pick bad assets, but because they can't emotionally tolerate volatility. Risk-managed portfolios don't make headlines, but they quietly build wealth. And here's the open loop. Once risk is controlled, you unlock the ability to stay invested longer than everyone else, which is where real money is made. Money move number 5. Automate wealth decisions before motivation runs out. Motivation is unreliable. Systems are not. In 2026, the most successful investors don't rely on discipline. They rely on automation. They remove emotion from wealth building before emotion can interfere. The mistake people make is waiting for the right time to invest, save, or rebalance. That time rarely comes. What works is automation that runs whether you're inspired, tired, or distracted. Automatic contributions, automatic rebalancing, automatic increases tied to income growth. Someone investing $500 per month automatically for 25 years at an average return can build over $400,000, even without increasing contributions. Most people never reach this simply because they wait. And when automation is in place, something surprising happens. You stop thinking about money every day. That mental space sets up the next move, which most people completely ignore. Number 6. Build skills that compound with time. The smarter move is to invest in skills that age like assets, skills tied to judgment, communication, systems thinking, sales psychology, capital allocation, and problem solving, because these amplify income across businesses, stock portfolios, and leadership roles. A marketer who stopped learning every new platform and focused on persuasion and consumer behavior. Suddenly his skills worked for ads, sales pages, startups, and even equity deals. The fix is practical. Pick one core skill that transfers across industries. Go deep for 2-3 years, monetize it actively, then reinvest the surplus into ETFs, dividend stocks, and long-term investing. Skills that age well reduce risk, increase cash flow, and give you control in volatile markets. Trends pay fast, timeless skills pay forever. And in 2026, the real flex isn't learning faster, it's becoming harder to replace. Number 7. Design your life around optionality, not optimization. The smarter move in 2026 is to design your finances, career, and time around options. Optionality means multiple income streams, liquid emergency capital, transferable skills, and investments that give you choices instead of locking you in. I've seen a corporate employee slowly build dividend income and a consulting side hustle. When layoffs hit his industry, he didn't panic. He negotiated, waited, and chose his next move instead of begging for one. Another example is someone who stopped optimizing expenses to the last dollar and instead invested in skills and networks. That single decision led to equity opportunities and long-term cash flow that no budget ever could. Build one flexible income stream alongside your main job. Invest in assets like ETFs and dividend stocks that don't demand daily attention, and never optimize your life so tightly that one shock can ruin it. Optimization makes you efficient. Optionality makes you powerful. Number 8. Think in decades, not paychecks. Here's a mindset shift that instantly separates builders from strugglers. If you keep checking your wealth every month, you'll never give it time to grow. Most people treat money like a monthly report card. Salary credited, expenses deducted, mood decided. That's exactly why they panic during market volatility, quit long-term investing too early, or jump between stocks, ETFs, and side hustles chasing quick wins. In The Simple Path to Wealth, J.L. Collins reminds us that wealth is not built by timing months, but by letting time do the heavy lifting. The mistake people keep making is judging progress too soon. The effect shows up as frustration, impatience, and self-doubt. I've been investing for 2 years and nothing changed. So they stop right before compounding even begins. Months test your patience. Decades change your life. If you want financial freedom, stop asking, "What did I make this month?" and start asking, "Who will this decision make me in 20 years?" If you apply these moves, something profound happens. Money stops feeling urgent. Decisions stop feeling heavy. The future stops feeling uncertain. You don't just build wealth, you build control. If this video helped you think differently about money, support the channel by clicking like, subscribe, and share. And each one helps us reach and empower more lives. Now, if you really want to level up, don't miss this next video. Let's continue there.